Jetstar has announced it will axe all regional flights from December the 1st. The budget airline is citing high fuel costs and a softened market for ongoing losses on the turboprop routes, which currently operate 130 flights a week. But it insists its jet services to the main centres, providing more than 80% of its revenue, are here to stay. Alex Perrottet and cameraman Nick Monro filed this report.
Jetstar's cheap flights to the regions, no more. Passengers flying between Auckland and Nelson, Napier, New Plymouth and Palmerston North, as well as between Wellington and Nelson, have been told today their cheap seat option runs out on November 30. Why? Because it wasn't cheap for Jetstar.
Given the quantum of losses, and this business lost approximately $20 million last year, with the potential that there's no real prospect of a material improvement in that in the medium to long term, we've had to make this decision, which we're disappointed about.
CEO Gareth Evans says those who've booked Jetstar to the regions from December onwards will be reimbursed, and Air New Zealand will offer them some special rates. But he says he's disappointed it had to happen so close to Christmas.
Every business needs to make a return, ultimately. We saw an opportunity, we wanted to take that opportunity. It's not played out the way that we would hoped. We're disappointed, and that's why we've made the call today.
Jetstar has been running the regional routes for 4 years and says last year 25% of regional customers paid less than $50 for their flight and 75% paid under $100. But those loyal customers at Auckland's domestic terminal today could be feeling the pinch come Christmas.
Yeah, it's a bit sad, eh? It was really good having a second option to fly on, and the staff at New Plymouth, Jetstar staff, are just phenomenal. So I really miss them if it happens.
A bit bummed actually, because it was quite convenient for us. Not always the best way to get around the country was Air New Zealand. So and Jetstar's been quite good for the budget constraints for the company. So and I also have a friend who's a pilot actually for Jetstar and does the turboprop flight. So he didn't actually say anything. So maybe it'll be a surprise for him too.
Shareholding Minister responsible for Air New Zealand, Grant Robertson, says he expects Air New Zealand prices to remain fair and reasonable, and says he won't be speaking to the national carrier about the near monopoly it now has.
New Zealand obviously continues to offer those services right around the country, and clearly there's an expectation from New Zealanders that there are fair prices paid, and clearly, we'll keep an eye on that, but those decisions are theirs to make.
He says he hopes a new competitor can come on board.
I think it is a shame to see that competition decline on those routes, and I hope that another provider will emerge.
Gareth Evans says all 70 affected pilots and cabin crew will be offered jobs either with Qantas or Jetstar, meaning 20 of them will have to take a job in Australia.
With the opportunity for staff to have alternative employment options, we're talking to them about that and helping them plan what their futures might be beyond the 30th of November. And as I've just gone through, we are making sure there's very, very flexible travel options available for customers.
There are third-party grounds crew operating in the regions whose futures are not so secure. In Auckland for Checkpoint, Alex Perrottet.